As you guys can see on the screen, today we're going to be talking about Paris once again. Paris has been an absolutely huge story and huge deal in the CS scene and for my channel and for my community and just for me personally over the past year. One of the reasons for that, obviously, is it's been one of the only big new things of content we have gotten in the CS community in the past year. But today we actually got some very, very big news regarding Paris and about Paris and involving Paris that is maybe not the best news in the world, but we can definitely talk about it. We can definitely go over it and figure out together exactly what the heck it means. But first, let me plug my cash trading business. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, maybe cash out on your entire inventory, maybe sell some items in bulk, whatever, hit me up over on Twitter. My Twitter and my trade link are both going to be in the description below. Maybe you want to trade some items as well. Who knows? But I'm buying a ton of stuff right now between 85 and 90% buff. You can see here on January 2nd, I spent $1,200 in a single day cash trading Stockholm and Antwerp stickers. So if you have some stuff you're looking to move, looking to get rid of, looking to cash, turn into cash, any payment method, whatever, safely, quickly, efficiently, hit me up and we can get a deal done. And of course, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content at the same time. With that being said, let's get right into this. So today, this is the big story. This is the bad news, the horrible, terrible, whatever news for Paris. It's not totally shocking, but actually getting to hear some of the specifics and some of the numbers and people starting to do the math and break it down a little bit could be a little bit of bad news. But I also think that I don't think this is as terrible of news as some people are acting like, because again, this is something we've also known about for quite some time. So we'll talk about exactly what I think it means and what this also means going into the Copenhagen Major, which is now 2 months away. I think less than 2 months away at this point, which is also crazy. So HLTV, they dropped this bombshell. It's kind of been blown up all over Twitter. Paris Major stickers earnings exceeded $110 million. The Paris Major was by far the most successful major of all time when it comes to sticker sales. Qualifying for a major has become an extremely lucrative endeavor. In recent years, earnings from sales of team and player stickers have been growing exponentially, dwarfing the $1 million prize pot on offer. In 2019, Valve revealed that stickers from Berlin paid out over $11 million to the participating teams and players. Again, we're talking about over $110 million in earnings now. Now, I know that's just the participating teams and players. I don't know if they're talking about to the teams and players for the $110 million here, or if they're talking about just all together, whatever. But with CSGO's popularity continuing to rise and COVID pandemic putting majors on hold for nearly 2 years, that payout increased threefold. The Stockholm and Antwerp tournaments in 2021 and 2022 paid out a whopping $70 million combined, according to Valve. Nothing can quite compare to Paris, because according to information gathered by HLTV and Dust2, the total earnings from the most recent major alone surpassed a staggering $110 million. Again, Stockholm and Antwerp together, $70 million. Paris, $110 million. This amounts to $4.5 million per team on average, but obviously that is going to differ because it's divided among the 8 teams that are in the capsules, how much of your capsule sold, blah, 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 blah. Teams and players in the contender capsule came away with the largest piece of the pie. Again, contenders we can see here is ENCE, MOUZ, Liquid, Greyhound, Complexity, Mongols, Fluxo, and FaZe. Obviously, those teams have MOUZ to thank a lot for that amount of money that they're making, which is $250,000 per player, followed by the Legends that earned $3.5 million, Furia, Navi, Fnatic, Heroic, a lot of big name teams there, and then Challengers with $2.6 million. So we can see that just from these, it's pretty interesting that the contenders seems to have sold around double what the Challengers did. So maybe that makes Challengers an interesting pickup since it seems like it's going to be the least available capsule. Maybe that also means it has the least demand, so it'll be bad. Who knows? But you can see in this capsule that they have Gamer Legion and Apex, 2 unique stickers to Paris. So really, to me, when I look at this stuff, it actually makes Challengers seem pretty attractive and makes me definitely want to focus in and key in on that, especially with 2 of the 4 best stickers from this entire collection in there. But I think Legends, also not having nearly as much as contenders with stuff like Fnatic and Heroic in there, I think is pretty attractive. Contenders, the only one that's really all that exciting for me is Fluxo, because even MOUZ, even though it's the big pull and the most expensive sticker in the Paris collection, it's not unique. There is the Stockholm one that makes it not unique, and I think that is very, very devaluing to Contender. So honestly, after looking at these numbers, Contender seems by far the least attractive sticker capsule to me, and I would be much, much more hyped up and excited about owning Challengers or even Legends going forward. But again, obviously this shows that the demand for Contenders is there, so also that could potentially be a positive impact for Contenders in the long run. Who knows? I think at the end of the day, all the capsules are probably pretty similar and pretty close, but I'm definitely worried about the MOUZ stuff. The massive increase in interest was down to a few factors. The sticker were on the market for 5 months, which is crazy. This was the only major in 2023. The new game's arrival early in the year also smashed records while the stickers were still on the market. So there were borderless stickers. They were on sale for a long time. It was the only major in 2023, and we had a huge player base spike as we were getting ready for CS2. All of those added together get us hyped up and excited about Paris. So obviously, people are taking this as bad news for Paris for a couple of different reasons. You know, HLTV announced all this. Everyone's tweeting about it. Price Empire saying, hey, quick minus 10x. People think that overall this is pretty bad news, and it kind of is. But they think it's bad news because, one, it shows just how much Paris sold. It just showed just how much the supply is, just how much the inventory is, how it's going to be really, really hard for these prices to appreciate because there's going to be so much supply of everything, of the capsules, of the stickers, of everything to eat through. But at the same time, my counter to that would be, hey, we've known that the prices or the inventory and the supply and the sales have been high for a long time. Now, part of this is also if we expect CS2 to be a big hit and for the player base to hopefully expand in 2024, 2025, 2026 and beyond, that it won't matter as much how high the supply is because the player base will be increasing. I think that is very, very possible. So who knows? Obviously, we haven't seen that player base increase from CS2 yet, but I think as new content comes out and the game gets better, that is still very, very possible. Now, the other reason and why I think this is much more bad news, I don't think it's as bad news because we're actually seeing the numbers. Whatever. We've known Paris was over-invested, oversold, overbought, whatever, for a long time. Why this is more concerning for me is that since Valve and the teams and the tournament organizers and all these people were able to make so much off of these Paris stickers, does this increase the likelihood of Copenhagen stickers being borderless? I think it does, definitely, because, hey, Valve wants to make money, the teams and players want to make money, the tournament organizers want and need to make money, and people see this success, and they're like, oh, wow, borderless stickers did great. You know, we've seen bordered stickers recently not do that good. They showed the Berlin 2019 numbers. They weren't that great. RMR. Probably sold a lot, but obviously they've been a little bit of disappointing since then. And then you have stuff like Rio, which also didn't sell that well. But again, I don't necessarily think that if we just get another borderless sticker set and sticker collection, that it's going to see the same success as Paris. Because, one, the Paris sale just ended a couple months ago. If we now come out with a new borderless sticker collection just months later, there's going to be some fatigue there. Also, so many people are still holding Paris. If Valve just burns everyone that is currently holding Paris, and makes them lose a bunch of money that they just invested a couple months ago when the sale ended, are those people then going to be just as likely to go and buy borderless stickers? I don't know. We also have people saying stuff like this. Hey, I don't know why this is popping up like this. Maybe I can just find this tweet. But people talking about the application numbers, saying that, hey, Paris application numbers are very, very bad. And this doesn't really worry me that much because, again, we haven't had any new content, and I think as we get new skins and new skins and new guns and weapons and items and stuff like that, that's going to allow for new opportunities for crafting, and people are going to get way more excited about crafting and stuff like that. If there's no new stickers and people aren't excited to craft anything, and Paris sticker prices were pretty ridiculous for a little while, application numbers and crafting are going to be down. But as we get new content, I definitely think these will go up. But the point being here is that so much of the demand in Paris was investing demand. And if you burn all the investors and there was never any people buying the stickers for the stickers or crafting with them, which is, you know, one of the main use cases for stickers, obviously, then who is going to be buying Copenhagen stuff? So I don't know. It depends who's making these decisions. It depends who's looking at this stuff. I think there is a lot of borderless sticker fatigue going on in the CS community right now. And I also think that if we get a Copenhagen sticker set that has a lot of not unique borderless stickers, which is very, very possible, because again, Paris was not even that long ago. A lot of the same teams are still good. A lot of the same teams would still be qualifying for Copenhagen. We're going to be seeing a lot of the carbon copy stickers in the hypothetical Copenhagen set. I don't think it'll sell as well. I think it would obviously hurt Stockholm, Antwerp, and Paris investments. So like that would suck for me and a lot of other people out there. I don't think the players and teams and everyone make so much money, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are just going to eat up borderless stickers no matter what. But I do think that the fact that Paris did so good overall is a bad sign. I think it does increase the likelihood of us getting borderless stickers for Copenhagen. But I think, just like they said in the HLTV article, Paris sold well for a lot of different reasons. It was the only major. We got no new content. The player base was hyped up and spiking. Like, Paris didn't only sell so well because they were borderless stickers. But somebody could definitely look at this and say, oh, Rio sucked and Paris did good, so let's make borderless stickers again. I don't know. But no matter what, I think even if we do see borderless stickers again, I don't think we will see quite the hype and craziness that we did with Paris. I think the numbers will probably actually decrease, which could be a good thing in the long run because then, we would be hopefully closer to the next bordered set. But I do think if we get a really good looking bordered sticker collection, that in the long run would be the best for everyone, for Valve, for the teams, for the players, for the tournament organizers, and also for the investors in the community and stuff as well, for people buying these. Nobody wants to buy a bunch of stuff and have it go to zero, even if you're not just a straight up investor, even if you're a collector, even if you're somebody who's just buying stickers to maybe craft with them or whatever. You don't just want to see your stuff going to zero, so who knows. But obviously getting to see these numbers made it a little bit crazy. I'm pretty sure there was a tweet that somebody said Paris did better than the last 4 combined. For a while we've been hearing about the Paris major stickers blowing everything else out of the water. It did so well that it outperformed the last 4 majors combined, with over 110 million going to the teams and players. And then this guy says too, I hope the high ups don't look at this and be like, damn, this worked to do it again, because again, another borderless sticker collection so soon after the last one, I think would probably not go that well. But I also have faith in Valve. I think they know what they're doing. I think they're smart. I think they're intelligent, and I don't know. This thing could go a lot of different ways. We'll have to wait and see. But obviously, this is bad news for Paris in a couple different ways. The fact that there is so much supply, the fact that it did sell so well, and the fact that we could be closer and closer to getting another borderless sticker collection. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, I'm going to be holding on to my Paris stuff, and I think in the long term, it will still do well no matter what. Just maybe this will make it take a little bit longer. Who knows? But there's also still the potential for a bordered sticker collection to come out. And then I think we would see some Paris games. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Again, if you guys are looking to sell anything, cash out your inventory, whatever, hit me up on Twitter. Have a good day, guys, and peace.